Good afternoon, volleyball fans, and welcome to the Emilio Aguinaldo College Gym in Manila for ABS-CBN Sports, continuing live and exclusive coverage of the volleyball finals of NCAA Season 85, only here on Studio 23. And these are the matches that we have for today. Of course, these two teams that we're talking about for the men's division are the Colegio San Juan de Letran Knights, which leads the series at 1 win and 0 loss, and San Beda College tries to extend this to a third game if they do win today. And following at 4 p.m. it's going to be the College of St. Benil Lady Blazers going up against the defending champions, the San Sebastian College Recoletos. And again, I'm Ian Laurel together with Ivy Remulla, bringing to you the action here live at the Emilio Aguinaldo College Gymnasium for this championship in the men's and in the women's finals of the NCAA, Ivy.
That's right. It's a very exciting day today. The Letran Knights will go for their third straight title. And that's how, as you mentioned, facing off their arch rivals, the San Beda Red Lions.
That's right. Letran won it in Game 1. Let's look at the numbers on what happened during that game. Remember, Letran has won 13 championships, and they will be seeking for their 14th if they do win today's match.
That's right. Here on your screens are the results from the previous games, wherein the San Beda Red Lions won in 5 sets: 25-17, 25-23, 17-25, 11-25, 25-23, and 19-17. It was a very, very close match.
This was actually a come-from-behind victory for the Letran Knights. And in that 5th set, they were actually down 9-3, and they managed to steal that win from the San Beda Red Lions. And let's talk about one of the key players that they had for Letran. Let's talk about Peter Warren Pirante. And Peter Warren again stepped up for the Knights in that game as he led the scoring for the Knights during game number 1. And Pirante, of course, we expect him to play a very crucial role in today's match.
That's right. Very impressive game here by Peter Pirante. You have his statistics: 25 points, 20 from attacks, 4 from blocks, and 1 from service. 1 set just went to Pirante for that game.
That's right. That's almost 1 set being scored by Peter in that match. Let me turn you over now to our third member of the panel, Riza Diaz, for an interview with Coach Brian Esquivel of the San Juan Knights.
All right, Docky, with me right now is the head coach of the Letran Knights, Coach Brian Esquivel. Coach Brian, we saw a 5th-setter game nung game number 1. Dikit na dikit lang kayo ng San Beda. What adjustments are you making coming into game number 2 para maiwasan na yung mga drop balls at yung quick plays na ginawa ng Red Lions?
Yung adjustment na ginawa namin, bali, i-control namin si Sylvester para do sa attack na quick. Then sa ground defense, ganun din.
Coach, you could be just a few hours away from completing that 3P championship na inaasam-asam nyo. How confident are you and your boys coming into game number 2?
As of now, nasa amin yung momentum. So, very confident kami na makukuha namin tong championship.
We wish you good luck. There you have it. There you have it, Coach Brian Esquivel of the Letran Knights. Ian?
All right, Coach Brian Esquivel, very confident, Ivy, that they will win this championship during today's match.
And we will see how confident the rest of the team will be when we start the match.
All right, let's talk about the other side, the San Beda Red Lions. And definitely, when we talk about the Red Lions, we've got to mention one of their stellar players. I'm talking about Sylvester Honrade, a member of the men's national team. Had exceptional numbers in game number 1, though it was not enough. Let's see if Sylvester can actually dominate this game and get this series to a best-of-3 match next time.
Right, in game 1, Sylvester Honrade scored 21 points, 18 coming from attacks and 3 from blocks.
That's right, Sylvester Honrade, a middle attacker, and he has to definitely take up the blocks and that middle attacks for the San Beda Red Lions. Let's talk to the coach of the San Beda Red Lions, Christian Cuevas, again with Riza Diaz.
That's right. This time from the San Beda Red Lions, the head coach, Coach CJ Cuevas. Coach CJ, you had it, but you lost it. What went wrong in game number 1?
So, yung game number 1, siguro nandun na pero kinapos dahil siguro nagpabaya ng konti, then narata yung mahabol na sila, yung Letran. So, yun siguro yung nakita ko na mistakes namin.
Nakita ko po how disappointed you were after losing game number 1. How are your boys recovering and how is your confidence level coming into game number 2?
So we prepared their mentally and physically. So para mapaganda namin itong game 2 para we can push game 3 on Sunday.
Ano pong kailangan gawin ng Red Lions to ensure na hindi matatapos yung series ngayong hapon and you push it to game number 3 for Sunday?
Pero katulad nga sabi ko, hindi kailangan namin magpabaya. Then we play defense para talaga makuha namin yung game 2.
We wish you good luck. There you have it, Coach CJ Cuevas of the San Beda Red Lions. Ian?
Thank you, Riza. And will San Beda achieve that goal of trying to extend this series to a third game on Sunday? If ever they want to do that, of course, they've got to control the key spiker or the key attacker for Letran. That's Peter Warren Pirante. And of course, blocking would definitely play an important part in this match for the Red Lions, Ivy.
Definitely, and of course, we would expect the San Beda Red Lions to come up with something new. Whatever they did wrong in the first game would definitely have to be made up for this match.
Well, physically, I think the two teams are really even. And as you can see from the first game, it went down to 5 sets. It was just that the championship experience of the Letran Knights came into play as they had already have 13 championships under their belt. And San Beda, surprisingly, hasn't won any. So this is something new for the San Beda Red Lions. And on your screens is
That's Sylvester Honrade.
Yes.
That's a key player for the San Beda Red Lions.
Honrade is a member of the men's national team that played in the recent Asian Men's Championship. He plays that center attacker position, and now he's back with his home team, the San Beda Red Lions. And of course, mas maganda pa rin if they win this championship, you know, for his school and to help his teammates also get better in the game. Honrade will play a very crucial role in today's match. Let's talk about Letran for a while. What do you think has Coach Nes Pomilar added to this Coach Brian Esquivel's strategy for this game?
Well, knowing Coach Nes, we know how he coaches or how he handles a team. He's already very defense-oriented. And of course, he has this. One good thing about this, he knows how to use or utilize all the players that he has. You know, maximizing on the attacks, on the defense, especially their blocking.
That's right. Very important is the blocking, as we mentioned. And that's a key stat because the Red Lions had the advantage in game number 1 with 14 blocks compared to only 9 for Letran. So that is a department that they have to improve on if they want to close out this series, Ivy.
There's another point also was San Beda had more service aces, or they scored more aces from their service also in game 1. But it was in the attacks that Letran really led the team, so that's how they won.
That's right, Letran dominating in attack point 60 to 52 in game number 1. But another stat that I'd like to focus on, Ivy, are the errors.
That's
Both
right.
of them having 31 errors. That's quite a lot for a match, though it went to 5 sets. Pero yung 31 errors, you gotta limit that.
That's right, especially for this match, because this is a really very important match for both of the teams. This is already the day for Letran, but it will also be another chance for San Beda for that championship title.
That's right, folks. This is game number 2 of the finals in men's volleyball here, the 85th season of the Ncaa, only here on Studio 23. As the players are being introduced, we are starting off with Coleo de San Juan de Letran.
Number 12, Melchizedek Navejas. The best setter of the tournament, number 6, Renz Ordoñez. And team captain and the best scorer of the tournament, number 2, Peter Warren Pirante. Their libero, number 11, J. Joseph Tua. Their head coach, Mr. Brian Esquivel. Introducing the starting lineup of the San Beda Red Lions. Number 15, James Christian Lorca. number 13, Jose Carlo Rodriguez. Number 6, Renz Capate Jr. The best receiver of the tournament, number 10, Ayel Mabazza. The best blocker, best attacker of the tournament, number 9, Honrade. Their team captain, number 1, Larraya. Their libero, number 11, Cholo Apostol. Their head coach, Mr. Christian Cuevas. All the players, good luck.
All right, so the festivities are about to start. Let's look at the starting lineups for both of these championship teams, Ivy.
Here we go for Letran. We have number 1, De La Cruz, 2, Pirante, 3, Ramos, 5, Vergara, 6, Ordoñez, 12, Navejas. While for the Red Lions, we have number 1, Larraya, 9, Honrade, number 13, Rodriguez, number 10, Mabazza, number 15, Lorca, and number 6, Capate.
All right, no changes in the starting 6 for both of these teams, no surprises. And we expect Honrade again in the front row, taking charge for the Beda Red Lions here in this match. And I think if Beda wants to win it, they can't afford to extend it to a 5-set match like what happened in that first game, Ivy.
That's right. You have to get it early on.
Yes, very
you
early.
have to get a head start, and you have to maximize on whatever advantage they have when you start the match. Otherwise, it would be harder for them now to recover, since we know that Letran is really very up to finishing this match.
Very interesting is the matchup that we have for the liberos, because I can see that both liberos are typical, prototypical of what liberos should be in the men's game. Very short, very quick, and walang takot sa bola. Ivy,
That's
no?
right.
So this is going to be a change of pace, if I may say so, as we compare this match to the women's match. Talagang yung men's game, very quick, powerful, and we're going to see a lot more back row attacks from these guys today. All right, off the bat, that is outside for Lorca of Beda.
Ordoñez still serving for Letran.
All right, Letran drawing first blood here in this match. Ordoñez with a serve, excellent serve, poor reception by the libero, but they save it. This one is good. Back set, dumped in the middle, picked up by Beda. Honrade.
Honrade outside.
And there was a touch on the block from De La Cruz. And Honrade getting his first point of the match.
Number 1, Larraya.
We're tied at 1 here in the first set. Team captain Ivan Larraya with a serve. For reception again, this time from Letran. Into the net.
Another point goal for the Red Lions.
That is outside.
Outside. The first referee calls it inside.
And the call sticks. Point going to the Red Lions with Honrade serving.
So far, most of the points are called in close calls.
Combination.
Well, that shows how effective your your setter and your spikers are, because if you can manage to make the blockers of the opponents commit just like so.
Look at Ramos. That was with the left hand, in fact. Adjusting in mid-air. Excellent play from Ramos. Rodriguez with a floater. Poor pickup by Pirante. But they save it. Free ball going to the Red Lions. Oh!
Miscommunication from the Red Lions. Very costly error, if you ask me.
That really hurts coming off a free ball.
That's right.
Look at this. No one approaching for the hit.
Miscommunication with the play there.
Ramos serving with a floater. That was an excellent serve from Ramos.
Off the block. Excellent save from the libero.
Pirante picked up by the defense. Good block by Pirante, but coverage is right there for Beda. Ramos saving it. Ordoñez with the set. Oh, this is the longest rally we've seen. And the block and the point going to Letran.
Excellent blocking by number 5 of Letran. That's Ayel Mabazza. Very well read.
Two-man block. Getting the job done for Letran. Third time to serve for Ramos.
This reception. Seems like the Red Lions are having jitters today.
And having difficulty with the reception. It is Letran on top of the first 6-3. And this is not the start that Beda was hoping for. Ramos again with the serve into the net this time.
The opportunity for the Red Lions. But this could be a break now for them since it's an error coming from Letran.
Beda serving, that's Lorca, James Christian Lorca.
Another combination attack, well read from the Red Lions.
Another free ball, oh! Another hitting error this time from Vergara, Edward Juan.
It was straight into the net. It was a good save there.
Ayan, oh.
He was actually out of position. He was trying to aim for the down-the-line attack.
Service again for the Red Lions. A double quick play. Put up pretty well by the defense of Beda. Excellent, excellent hit by Capate. That was a violation on the block. A net being called to the blockers of Letran. Look at that.
Right in between the two blockers of Letran.
Game is tied, 6-all.
With the serve is Beda. Picked up by Ramos. Good block. This time from the Bedans.
No coverage from the Letran floor defense.
And just like that, Beda taking the lead here in the first, 7-6. Oh, they give away a point. Tied at 7.
I have a feeling this isn't going to be another close match, Ian.
Probably a 5-setter. Good reception from Beda. Quick play.
Good play, good save.
Oh, it's a good save. Oh, let's see. That should be 4 touches. Oh, referee season, I think, will
First technical
change the
timeout.
call and make it a jump ball because I think that was only the third.
The third, right. So it's a wrong call.
Referee season changing the call and deciding on a jump play. And very good of referee season to actually change the call.
That's right.
Because I really think that was only the third touch.
Third touch.
That was a valid touch. So let's see what gives here.
This is opportunity for the Red Lions.
Ito totoo na.
Totoo na to this time.
That was really a point for San Juan de Letran. And in the first set, it is Letran on top, 8-7. That gave Letran that first technical timeout, but prior to that, there was a controversial call. But I agree, the call was right. It was just a third touch on the part of the Red Lions. Pirante on your screens hasn't been very active from so far here in the first set.
But probably because Letran knows that Beda will be watching out for him. So there has to be more distribution now for the rest of the players.
Yeah, make sure that everybody gets into the act.
This reception from the Red Lions.
The Red Lions are down by 2. Look at this. That's not considered a touch because that was just a block. This is the first touch,
That's 1.
second, and the third. But actually, referee season had blown his whistle
Yes,
already on
and
the second.
fans,
So
that's right.
great call by, or great job by referee season to take back the call.
So the reception error from Beda.
Letran slowly pulling away here in the first 10-7. With a 3-point lead right now. Vergara with the serve into the net. Vergara on the screens with his first service error of the match. And like we mentioned, Ivy, these errors were abundant in game number 1 for both of these teams.
Well, at least they had an equal share of their errors in game number 1.
This is floating to the outside. That was from team captain Lionel Larraya. Nanggigil, ano?
Well, actually, it seems to me, you know, sometimes the more ka na nanggigigil, the more ka nagko-commit ng error.
That's right, that ball was sent outside. Actually, it was a free ball.
Right.
Now it is Melchizedek Neveja's turn to serve.
The reception.
Oh, that hit the antenna. Capate with a spiking error. And now it is Beda calling their first timeout of the match. That's a Senate.
Kasi guys, umisid lang tayo na maayos, wala tayong magiging problema. Ha? Kasi wala na maayos. Ilang naman ang problema natin eh. Ayaw nyo kasi minsan ayaw nyo mag-usap. Okay? Isang magandang receive lang, isang magandang atake, tapos ang laban. Wala mahirap ang volleyball. Pinahirapan nyo yung volleyball eh. Okay? O tara, bawin na! Kaya matakot ng receive! Kaya matakot ng receive!
How many times have we heard that during a timeout? Receive lang muna tayo.
Well, actually, receive is really very crucial, you know, because
Yeah.
if you don't have good reception, you won't be able to establish your place. So even if you have a very strong attacker, without a good reception, you won't be able to utilize that attacker anyway.
That's right, exactly. And it's like a cardinal rule in volleyball. Got to make sure that your reception is good so that all the plays that you practice, all the plays that are drawn out can be applied during the game.
That's right, and we've seen that there are teams who are not really very strong in attacking, but are very good in their defense. Can really give a strong team a hard time.
Exactly. And now, it is Beda taking back a point. They're down by 3, 9-12. And
The center trying to do the same thing.
that's right, that was the setter of Letran Ordoñez.
Well, he wasn't very successful.
Napangiti na lang si Ordoñez. Well, my bad, he says. A service ace, or oh, that's good. Ball's kept alive.
They go to Honrade.
Honrade letting go of the play. I think he didn't expect that the set was for him.
Well, there was miscommunication also.
Look at this. Honrade will approach, but that set was too high.
Too high, right.
as he was on his way down, he was just looking around. Who was that set for?
That serves outside.
Oh, error after error for Pirante. He hasn't gotten the groove like the way he used to in that game 1. Ramos, this one is outside off the block.
Excellent read though by the Red Lions.
Ramos is so deceptive. He's actually not that tall, but as he can have, you know, those powerful spikes anytime. Lorca being called for the net. Clearly.
Clear violation there.
15-11. Look at this. That's yun, sabit.
There you go. Well, he's not really the tallest among players, but he can really jump very high.
Ordoñez with the serve. This combination will work. Lorca this time getting the job done.
Making up for the previous error.
Look at this replay. Honrade picking up 2 blockers and leaving Lorca
With only 1 block.
Yeah. This one is sent outside by De La Cruz. Back-to-back errors for Letran. Lead has been cut down to only 2 points. Larraya with the serve, the team captain. Oh, bad reception for Letran. Now they give out a free ball. Poor setting that time from the setter.
Off the block.
Off-speed hit, picked up by Libero.
Quick attack, goes outside.
No chance for that ball to go in. As De La Cruz sends it too wide. Look at this play.
It's a quick set.
Layo. And even the coach of Beda being a linesman for that call.
Running attack. Another one goes outside.
And there's a net violation on Mabazza. And Letran picking up the second technical timeout on top of this first set. 16-14, more of this first set when we come back. All right, we're back here at the AAC Gymnasium for game number 2 of the men's final here at the 85th season of the Ncaa Men's Volleyball Finals. And so far, it is Letran, as expected, dominating this first set. They're on top. And though Letran having a lot of errors in this first set, but they still managed to have the lead. It's just a testament to probably the inefficient reception.
Reception, yes. Actually, it is the reception that has been causing San Beda. That's why they're behind.
That's right. 16-14. Honrade gets blocked. And finally, they get a point with that play. Lorca getting that point. Honrade now in the back row.
Off the block.
Honrade picking it up. Larraya to Lorca.
Lorca has been working for the Red Lions.
Now we're tied at 16, just like that. After this play from Lorca against a 2-man block, getting it across.
Substitution now for service. You know, sometimes these kinds of substitution can really be very, it can put a lot of pressure on the player that's coming in. Because you're being put there, expected, of course, to have an excellent service or to at least score a service ace.
Ramos, that is inside, it flips the line. And again, Ramos, so far, I think, has top scored for Letran here in the first set. Look at Ramos get elevation on that play. Oh, poor play right there for Apostol.
When miscalculated that service from Ramos.
Well, normally, Ivy, correct me if I'm wrong. Let's look at this play again from Ramos. Connecting with that back set. Normally, if you're receiving, if the ball is going up above your shoulder,
it's already outside. Especially if you're at the back line and like at the position of the libero, he was actually standing right at the end line.
And I saw Apostol even had to jump up to get the ball. So clearly, misjudgment on the part of Apostol in that reception play. Outside set.
Capate.
Ooh! Finally, Capate.
Excellent attack from Capate. Now what they need to do right now is to sustain that.
Wow, right above the block, and Capate staring down the 2 blockers of Letran after that play.
Well, let's see what Letran has to answer to that. That's outside.
No touch from the block, and that is called outside by the linesman. And we have San Beda with a lead 19-18. Let's listen into Letran.
Malakas na balo. Ating pagbibida. Ano ba yung pinapalo nung nandun sa dulo nila? Di ba ibabalang naman ang bola? Hindi natin masundan. Renz, ang bola, pag-asabi sa'yo, pag alanganin ng receive, huwag mo na ibigay ng gambo. Taas mo na lang, tawagan mo yung spiker. Ngayon, pag maganda receive, bilisan mo ang tulak sa dulo kung sa dulo. Para hindi abutin ng blocker. Bon, kanina, hindi ikaw ang nakatapat doon sa open spiker, kaya nagdumaan eh. Ikaw ang tatapat.
Simula tayo, atake tayo. Simula, Jay. Renz, sigatin muna.
That was assistant coach Nestor Pamilar having a lot of words for the boys during that timeout, Ivy.
Well, we all know the experience of Coach Ness in the world of volleyball, so he would really have a mouthful to say during timeout.
Ooh, excellent play coming off a timeout. That was Vergara. Look at his play. Combination attack. Splitting the block.
Started off with a very excellent reception.
Galing. Capate again. This time the block is there for Letran.
We go to Capate once again, and this time manages to put what goes in.
Right, Capate changing directions and seeing the opening. That was a big opening for Capate to hit it down the line, and that gave him that point. Beda on top 20-19 in the first.
Capate once again, blocked this time.
They give it back to Capate. Look at Ramos, save that play. Free ball for the Red Lions. They give it back to Capate.
That goes outside.
This time it is outside. We're tied at 20 here in this first set. It can't get any closer than this, Ivy.
Well, this is definitely a championship match.
This is what we were expecting after game number 1. That 5-setter of a match, a come from behind victory for Letran. Now we're starting it off just the same way here in the first set. 21-20 after that block from Letran. The set, I think, was too close to the net.
Close to the net, right.
Vejas with a serve.
We go to Capate. Over the block.
Wow, Capate with some hang time in that play.
Very good adjustment because the set, if you notice the set, was a little bit, well, too close to net. Medyo malapit na siya sa antena.
Pero bumitin, no? Parang nag-pause sandali sa
Right.
taas.
Good adjustment.
All right, Honrade, we see his return in the front row. So this spells more trouble for Letran in this crucial stage of this first set. But the combination play of Letran still very effective, and they are able to fool the blockers of Beda. Team captain Peter Warren Pirante with the serve.
Poor reception.
These are crucial errors right now for Beda. And as expected, they call their final timeout of the match. Let's listen in what Beda has to say.
Okay? Yung receive na naman natin, yun na naman yung problema, guys. Okay? Tibayin na, pag end part na, doon natin tibayin yung mga receive natin. Okay? Kasi kung kailan end part, doon tayo nawawala. Ilalagay na naman natin sa alanganin yung mga sarili natin, guys. Kaya nyo naman manalo eh. Ang problema ay yung tibayin yung receive natin. Ayun na kasi sabi ko.
Those were clear instructions from the coach of Beda. That was Coach Christian Cuevas saying that they have to really strengthen their reception, especially in the end game,
That's right.
if they want to close out this set.
Well, the reception has not been very consistent. You know, we've seen parts of the set where they received very well, and then only to lose that again.
They this time give it to Honrade, cross court, outside. Honrade getting that point. And the lead has been cut down to a single margin or single digit. 22-23. Excellent serve. They go back to Ramos.
Good play there by Ramos, who read it very well.
Honrade gets blocked.
And no confidence from the Red Lions.
It is now set point here in the first set for the
Honrade
defending
blocked.
champions. The Letran Knights are on the verge of winning this first set. 24-20 with Ordoñez, Renz Ordoñez serving.
We go to Honrade, drop shot.
All right, chance for Letran to close out this set. Oh, it's outside.
A touch call from the Red Lions.
And there is a cut in the block, according to our linesman. And the players of Beda complaining about the call, but the call sticks. Ayun, kita natin, the ball was actually on its way out, but according to our referee, last touch on Beda. So the first set won by the Letran Knights 25-22. The second set, we come back.
Sky King HD, the first
Them has brought them closer to winning their 14th championship. And this first set was really close, Ivy. A lot of good plays coming from both teams, but it was the reception or the lack of a decent reception from Beda that cost them that first set.
Well, it has been what the coach has been instructing Beda from the start. You know, what they need is just reception, a good reception, and everything else follows.
That's right, and Honrade has so far not produced much for Beda, unlike for Letran. It has been a balanced effort. A lot of good plays by the setter Ordoñez given out to his spikers, and I would say a well-balanced attack
That's
for
right.
Letran.
Well, for